Rabbanim of yesteryear. And we are on Chavtet Av, the 29th of Av. It's going to be the Hilula of a great rabbi from Morocco. His name was Rabbi Yosef Ohayon Z'tl. He was actually born in English year 1886 and passed away in the year 1956 at the age of 70, to be precise, on the 6th of August in 1956. He was a really great Moroccan rabbi. He'll become a judge, a דיין, also a מקובל, a great Kabbalist also, and he was very much a head of various congregations in Morocco, including in באיתזראר and also in Bethiznit in Morocco also. And he'd become the author of a great Torah book called the Avkat Rochel. So let's explore the life of the great rabbi. Just some of the highlights over here. He was born, as we stated before, in 1886 in the area called באיתזראר in Morocco, and he came from great rabbinic heritage. His father was Rabbi Mordechai Ohayon, and his mother was Rabbanit Esther. It's actually interesting. His father was a great Talmid Chacham, a Torah scholar, and also was a merchant. He dealt in trade also for finances, which is interesting enough. He actually learned in yeshiva, which was reportedly quite far from his parents' house. So it was obviously difficult because he wanted to be close to his parents, but it was in yeshiva in the city called Ilig, and he was under the auspices of a great rabbi, Rabbi Shalom Amzaleg also. And after his studies in yeshiva, he would go on to get married to his wife, Sarah. She happened to come from great heritage also herself. Her father's name was Rabbi Machluf Swisser also, and he started to work in trade once he got married also, but this at the same time while he was learning a lot of Torah, and eventually he would actually be appointed as a judge. He would become a דיין also, and the rabbi of the congregation, the Jewish congregation in באיתזראר, which we talked about before, and also in Bethiznit in Morocco. He will take these incredible roles also. It's actually interesting, it's reported that he was a mohel also, a rabbi that performed circumcisions also. And he was such a great man, a great tzaddik. He actually helped many people that if they're for their sudat mitzvah, part of the brit milah afterwards, he would actually pay also for the sudah in of itself also. He was very, very diligent, great learner of Torah also, and he was really, really involved with many, many different stories, many different Torah books, learning with many different important aspects within regards to the Torah itself. We have to actually point out also many other facts within regards to him. He was a great Kabbalist also, and he had a lot of, let's say, anivut, as they say. He was very, very humble to him. He became, many people in the area will come to him asking for advice within regards to different halachic questions, different Torah-related questions also. It's actually interesting also, he was so engrossed in his study and so into learning the Torah at the time, it was reported that it had been on a couple of occasions that things disappeared from his house while he was immersed in his Torah studies. Possibly people were coming in, they knew that he was so involved with the Torah learning that, God forbid, they could take something from his house without him noticing also. So he passed away on August the 6th in the year 1956, as we stated before, and he was buried in Bethiznit, which is the place he came from also. And it was in the year after being buried there, many, many years later, in the year 2002, his bones would actually be buried eventually and taken to Israel, to Tzfat, the holy city of Tzfat, which is one of the 4 holy cities of Israel, along with Tiberias, Jerusalem, and Hebron, also respectively. It's actually interesting. He had many great descendants also. So let's explore some of the great descendants. He had his sons-in-law were great Rabbanim also, and their names was Rabbi Yaish Cohen and Rabbi David Swisser. Also, I think his grandson, Rabbi Yaakov Cohen, he actually set up the foundation called the Od Yosef Chai, which I think was running, especially in Israel, in of itself. Also, this great foundation was the Od Yosef Chai in of itself. And he actually himself actually helped bring his remaining his bones to Israel in the year 2002, and also published several books dealing with his teachings and the great connections within regards to him. So let's explore some of the books of Chacham Yosef, what he wrote, including the Avkat Rochel, which we spoke about at the beginning. These were drushim on different kinds of matters. It was volumed in 2 portions also, and I believe it was printed in Casablanca during his lifetime. Then there was Imrei Yosef, also another great Torah work, and there were many different other writings that was also manuscripts that he actually wrote, and I think he wrote basically on the code of Jewish law, the Shulchan Aruch. Also reported over some of these were lost at some stage in time or didn't actually get printed eventually at the end. I'm not too sure on the most recent update in regards to this. They also reported over he was also a shochet. He would perform ritual slaughter, kosher, to make animals, to make food for kosher food also from the animals also. So it was like a shecht, as we call it, a slaughterer in English respectively. So it's his Hilula here on Chaf Tet of Av, here at the end of the month. Here we're coming now to a new month of the month of Elul. Also, please don't forget to light candles in his memory and learn more about the great Rabbi himself, Rabbi Yosef Ohayon Z'tl. Please subscribe to the channel and like the videos and share the videos. I'm wishing you all blessings from Israel.